What is up guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Suman and today's synopsis video is going to be about the Premier League game between Chelsea and Newcastle United. So today's video is sponsored by Jerseys FC. You can buy all the new football jerseys from their website, and you can also use the code Newman for 20% discount. So Chelsea lined up in a 4-3-3 formation, which at times changed to a back three with N'Golo Kante dropping in the defense during the build-up phase. While Newcastle United, on the other hand, lined up in a 3-5-2 formation, but their formation on the ground was mostly 5-4-1, both with and without the ball. The game plans of both the teams were very clear right from the kickoff. Chelsea were going to dominate possession, while Newcastle United were going to sit deep and defend and take their chances on the counter-attack. So this is how the two teams were lined up on the ground whenever Chelsea tried to build their play from the back. Chelsea's 4-3-3 against Newcastle United's 5-4-1 formation. Joelinton was covering N'Golo Kante with the two wide midfielders covering the two Chelsea fullbacks, and the two central midfielders were covering Kovacic and Mason Mount. As soon as Chelsea would pick a side to build their play, the wide midfielder would step out to press the Chelsea fullback, with Hayden and Longstaff covering Mount and Kovacic. Joelinton was covering N'Golo Kante, and the wide midfielder of the other side would also step in the midfield to provide cover, and the team will adjust their positions accordingly whenever Chelsea decided to build their play using the right fullback. Joelinton is covering N'Golo Kante. As soon as Zouma plays the ball to Reece James, Saint-Maximin steps out to press Reece James, with Hayden covering Kovacic and Longstaff giving cover to Hayden. Murphy has moved in the midfield from the wing-back position to cover Mason Mount. All the passing options are blocked, so Reece James plays the ball back to Zouma. Here again, same pressing pattern, and Reece James once again forced to go back to Zouma. Covered Zouma to Rudiger, and Newcastle United repeat the same pressing pattern on the other side. Murphy is now ready to step out to press Ben Chilwell. Rudiger plays the ball to Ben Chilwell, and Murphy immediately steps out to press Ben Chilwell. Longstaff now covers Mason Mount, and Hayden becomes a free man to provide cover. Saint-Maximin also moves in the midfield to cover Kovacic. Newcastle are repeating the same exact pressing style. Since the wingbacks were stepping in the midfield whenever Chelsea tried to move the ball forward, so there were always spaces available for Chelsea to switch the play to the other side. And this is exactly what Chelsea did. They were able to use Rudiger and Kurt Zouma to switch the play, where Reece James and Hakim Ziyech were able to isolate the Newcastle defender in a 2v1 position. Here again, Newcastle are shifting towards the zone of possession. Saint-Maximin again moves in the midfield to cover Kovacic, and now Rudiger has the chance to switch the play and find Reece James in the open wide space. Hakim Ziyech is forcing Lewis away from Reece James, and he is giving time and space to Reece James to play the cross inside the box. Rudiger again switching the play and finding Reece James in the open wide space and helping Chelsea to create the overload. Thanks to the switch of play, Reece James and Hakim Ziyech were able to find time and space on the ball, and we all know what they can do if you give them time and space on the ball. Once again, switch of play, and Chelsea are able to isolate Lewis in a 1v2 position. James makes an underlap and he takes away Lewis, giving time and space on the ball to Hakim Ziyech. This time Hakim Ziyech is forcing Lewis narrow, and Reece James makes a run to exploit the wide space. Here again, Hakim Ziyech is forcing Lewis narrow, and Reece James once again is totally free to attack the open wide space. This combination of Hakim Ziyech and Reece James worked really well for Chelsea. They both played 4 crosses each, and they created 3 goal-scoring chances for Chelsea. Reece James created 1, and Hakim Ziyech created 2 goal-scoring chances for Chelsea. Chelsea have made big improvements this season at defending and attacking the set pieces. I made a video on Chelsea's set piece routine a few days ago. The link to that video is in the description. And Chelsea once again scored their first goal of the game from a set piece situation. Newcastle United mainly use a man-to-man marking to defend the corners. 2 players normally stand near the front post to cover the short corner, and 2 players are given the zonal job of covering the 6-yard box, while others are given the job of man marking. All the 6 Chelsea players rush towards the 6-yard box and they drag their markers towards the 6-yard area to free the space at the top of the goal box where Reece James was ready to receive the ball from Mason Mount. All the 6 Chelsea players attack the 6-yard area to open the space at the top of the goal box for Reece James. Again, just like the first corner, Newcastle United are once again using 2 players to cover the short corner option. Mason Mount to Hakim Ziyech, who gets the attention of Saint-Maximin, with Lewis stepping out to cover Timo Werner. And now Mason Mount is totally free in a 3v2 position. Mason Mount was in an offside position, but Mason Mount had the awareness to get back in an onside position to utilize that man advantage for Chelsea. Mason Mount getting back in an onside position and helping Chelsea to utilize that man advantage. Chelsea continue to extend their unbeaten run and they are looking very solid both defensively and offensively. Chelsea had the chances to easily score 2 or 3 more goals, but still, it was a very impressive performance from the team. From Chelsea. Thank you so much guys for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.